Hi, this is Joseph. In this video, I'm going to answer one of the additional questions that I get on a pretty regular basis. This is one of the top 10. The question is, what is the largest stop loss that I use? So with my trading system, if you've watched some of the videos on the website, I explain, some of the techniques and the strategies and a bit of my history, how I developed my trading system. As you know, or probably already know, I started trading back in 2001, and I developed my trading system. I experienced just about the same thing that everybody else did when they first started off as a retail trader. I joined chat rooms. I had no idea what was a decent stop loss. Basically, I was using a stop loss that was whatever my pain tolerance, my threshold was at that, whatever any given time. It was also based on the lot sizing that I was using. I was using pretty aggressive leverage, and I shouldn't have been doing that. And we've all been there at one point or another, or we've considered it. So the thing that I want you to know is today, and from this point on, it's a maximum stop loss of 55 pips. I've used 55 pips as a maximum stop loss for all of my trades, and since I developed my trading system, I've never really changed it. There was really no reason to change it, because what I was doing is creating or developing a trading system that allows me to trade off of either support or resistance, consolidation. I'm looking at price structure. I don't jump in and out in the middle of consolidation, tight ranges of consolidation. I wait for very specific opportunities, and then I execute. I wait for those trades to set up for me. So we're looking at a daily chart, as you can see across the board. I obviously don't execute trades off of the daily time frame, but I'm looking at the daily time frame, because very often I can get some signals and some setups based on the patterns that I see on the daily time frame. But I move to a 30-minute or a 1-hour chart for execution. And the smaller time frames allow me to pinpoint my entry and also to minimize the stop loss. Now, with the continuation breakout strategy, that's a technique that I developed. It's called the continuation breakout trade. That technique, if I execute on a 1-hour time frame for a day trade, I'm using a 55 pip stop loss. It doesn't mean that if that continuation breakout trade fails, it does not mean that I have to take the 55 pip hit, that I don't get stopped out 55 pips. And what I mean by that is that if the continuation breakout trade doesn't work out and it starts to collapse, and in other words, it starts to unravel, and I can see that it's just not going to work. I've been using this strategy and this method for the last 19 and a half years, so I know when it's not going to work, and then I can cut the trade off quickly. So technically, I would probably experience maybe minus 17 pips, maybe minus 21 pips, or 27 pips. And even on the high end, I would probably have maybe a minus 32 pips in loss. I don't have to sustain the 55 pip stop loss or the hit. So you probably won't see a 55 pip loss in your account ever. Again, I'm watching and managing each one of the trades as I execute them, and I don't walk away. I may get up and get a glass of water or something to that effect, move around, that kind of thing. But I don't go on, I don't set it and forget it. I'm not that kind of trader. I watch each and every one of these trades, and the expectation is that I get in and get out within the same day or same trading session. Sometimes, things will move a little bit slow and it'll move sideways for a while, so I might have to manage the trade a little bit longer than I anticipated. But again, I'm managing each one of these positions moment by moment, and I can tell when the trades aren't going to work. Some of the other strategies, like the HL30, that's a 20 pip stop and a 20 pip target. Some of the other trades, like a Tech 1 trade, I would probably use anywhere from 20 to 40 pip stop loss. But none of the trades that I execute will ever exceed using a 55 pip stop loss. There's just no reason for it. And I've built my trading system, and I use it every day so it fits. Initially, it was kind of interesting when I first developed the method and I was using a 55 pip stop loss. I could tell when these trades were going to work that 55 pips was going to keep me in the trade every single time, even if there was a deeper retracement or retest before price starts to move in my favor. So again, there's just really no reason to use anything larger than a 55 pip stop loss, but you probably won't ever see a 55 pip loss in your account.